Welcome back to the weekly updates, and I'm still going by Trey. I know it's going to be a little weird transitioning if you've been actually following me. Welcome to Texas Sports TV. Updates with Trey, Major League Baseball, April 22nd, 2019. Now, just like always, this is the longest win streak. Surprise, surprise, it's a Canadian team. It's the Toronto Blue Jays, and they're on a 4-game win streak right now, making it the longest win streak. And now we're on the longest losing streak, which is quite a surprise. It's the Tampa Bay Rays, because they're really like the best team right now. But right now they're on a 4-game losing streak, so they're not looking too hot. But with how they've been, they're probably going to bounce right back. Now we're going to look at the best and the worst records. The best record doesn't belong to the Tampa Bay Rays anymore. It belongs to the Seattle Mariners now. They're at 69 with a 640 record. So they're doing really well right now. And then the worst record is the Miami Marlins. They have a 616 record at 273. And our division leaders are Tampa Bay Rays, 14-8 for the AL East. Yes, even though they are on a 4-game losing streak, like I said, they're still like the best team, and they're still leading the division. The Minnesota Twins are leading the AL Central with a record of 12-7. And the Seattle Mariners are leading the AL West with a record of 16-9. Obviously, they got to be leading their division if they have the best record. The Philadelphia Phillies are leading their division, 12-9 for the NL East. The Pittsburgh Pirates are leading the NL Central with a record of 12-7. And then the Los Angeles Dodgers are leading their division of the NL West with a record of 15-9. Now, I promised and I said that I would introduce some other factors and to expand on my weekly updates. And like I said, one of the things I was going to add was the wild card holders. Right now, for the American League, the 2 wildcard spots are held by the Houston Astros with a record of 13-8 and the Texas Rangers with a record of 12-8. In the National League, the 2 wildcard holders are to the St. Louis Cardinals with a record of 12-9 and the Milwaukee Brewers with a record of 13-10. And these are just some extra breaking news. Extra, read all about it. Aaron Judge hits the IL, bringing the total for the Yankees to 13. Their bullpen is really not helping matters because they somehow almost blew the bullpen, but they somehow still beat the Royals. And this was a game of the blown bullpens because both the Royals and the Yankees had blown bullpens. The Yankees isn't the only New York team dealing with injuries, though. The Mets have injury concerns and rotation concerns, and it is affecting them more than their roommates, as they sit at a much worse record. And they lose to the Cardinals. They lose the series to the Cardinals 2-1. The Rays are losing steam as they get swept by the struggling Red Sox. Yes, they were swept by the Red Sox, and we know how they've been doing this year. They don't look like the team that won the World Series last year. And Austin Meadows is placed on the IL. Blue Jays get the sweep on the Athletics despite Shoemaker and Sanchez going on the IL. And then now the Twins are happy as they sweep the Orioles. The Indians just got a humiliating defeat. Forget it and move on. They lost to the Braves. There really isn't much about the Indians and Braves. Daniel Norris gets first win since 2017 as Tigers win over White Sox. And Sox fans are pissy calling it a snoozer of a game even though it was a 1-run game. Okay? Man. The Mariners take back first in the AL West and they couldn't sweep the Angels. Yes, for a little while the Mariners weren't the first in the West. The Astros were. The Astros just fell short in what would have been an exciting comeback today. The Astros were looking at an embarrassing defeat against the Rangers. They just, like the game before, they had an embarrassing defeat to the Rangers. But in this game, they were looking for another. They looked like it was about to be another embarrassing defeat. We were at 10-1, but then the Rangers laid an egg in the sixth, making it 11-6, and then in the eighth it was 11-8, but the Rangers barely kept it in, holding Astros to just 10 runs, stopping and ending the game at 11-10, allowing the Rangers to beat the Astros in this series 2-1. Now the Phillies drop 3 of 4 to the Rockies, and the Phillies are thin on shortstop as well. 3 of them are on the IL, which is not looking good. The Nationals almost get swept by the Marlins, but they shut them out in the final game, 0-5. The Giants avoid a sweep to the Pirates as they win. The Dodgers go 3-4 over the Brewers, and the Cubs avoid sweep against the Diamondbacks. And Bolte's new father. Well, last I saw, he was 5 expecting, but I'm pretty sure by the time this video is uploaded, it will be a father. Padres start to struggle, but avoid sweep by the Reds. Yes, they almost got swept by the Reds. The Reds, a really bad team. And I think that's all of it. This has been Major League Baseball Updates with Trey of, Texas Sports TV. And I'll see you all next week.